Good evening. Welcome to the Old Time Radio Superman Show. Last episode, last Sunday, the series, The Emerald of the Incas, came to a conclusion. And now we turn to the next Thrill Packs sub-series, Dinelli's Protection Racket. Now, I gotta tell you, one of the challenges about this series, and I've not even started to listen to it yet, but there's already a challenge, and that is, how do you spell Dinelli? The fact of the matter is that basically all of the episodes list we have for Superman, and most of the other radio shows for this era, by the way, are based, entirely on, amateurs' recollections and names of the series. So in some cases, a series name won't make sense, or they'll differ from person to person as to what it is. This led to a very interesting situation where there's actually a disc that's saying that they have 6 episodes of a kind of B radio detective drama starring Jack Webb called Johnny Madero. The problem is there were actually only 2 episodes of Johnny Madero. This 6-episode disc has the 2 episodes 3 times each under slightly different names. And the problem with this Dinelli thing, I found one place that spells Dinelli Dinelli. I found another place that spelled Dinelli Donelli, and I cannot find any way to correct it. And certainly I found actually legitimate uses of both names. So if you happen to be an expert and know what the absolute 100% correct way to spell Dinelli is, email me, adam@adamsweb.us. Or if you would like to complain about discussing spelling challenges at the start of a Superman episode, you can email adam@adamsweb.us. Please also cast your vote for us on Podcast Alley at podcastalley.com. Put Old Time Superman in the search bar. We're going to come up as one of the first results. Your vote's appreciated as it helps increase the reach of the show and the number of people who get to download and enjoy this classic old time radio. Of course, whenever we do this, I do this also for our magazine, Laser and Sword. We've got our April Fool's post up, though I doubt it seriously fooled anybody, but maybe you'll get a little laugh out of it. Visit lasersword.adamsweb.us, because the reason we co-sponsor Superman here is we absolutely love serial fiction. That's why we're bringing it into the 21st century with fun characters and fun adventures that people are going to be able to really enjoy. Those who miss the style of these old programs will enjoy the serialized fiction we offer in Laser and Sword magazine. So please check it out, lasersword.adamsweb.us. Issue 2 is coming very soon in the next few days. And will be available for an extremely low price. So please go and check that out, lasersword.adamsweb.us. All right, well, with that, we're running a little long on getting started. Maybe I'll run a little short at the end. Here we go, Dinelli's Protection Racket, Part 1.
Presenting the transcription feature, Superman. Up in the sky. Look! It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman. And now, Superman, mighty visitor from another world with powers and abilities never before realized by mortal men. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, race a speeding bullet to a target, crush steel with his bare hands. Superman, champion of the weak and the oppressed. Courageous fighter for truth and justice, who mingles with ordinary men as mild-mannered Clark Kent, reporter for the Daily Planet, a great metropolitan newspaper. As our story opens today, Clark Kent is about to leave the Daily Planet building when he is hailed by young Jimmy Olsen, a red-headed, freckle-faced copy boy who works in the editorial department of the paper. Listen.
I see a minute?
Hi, what's up, Jimmy? Moral on fire?
No, it's nothing to do with the paper, Mr. Kent. It's sort of personal if you're in a hurry and you haven't got time.
No, all the time in the world, Jimmy. I'm into Mr. White's office. He's gone for the day. There. Now we can talk without having to shout over the racket of those typewriters and news tickers. What's on your mind, Jimmy? You look worried.
I am worried, Mr. Kent. It's about my mother.
She's sick, Jimmy?
No, she's all right. At least she's all right now.
Well, what do you mean?
I guess I better start from the beginning so you'll know what it's all about.
All right.
You see, my father owned a candy store on Spruce Street.
Uh-huh.
When he died 3 years ago, my mother went to work in the store and kept it running pretty good.
Oh, all by herself, eh?
Yes, but she doesn't complain. Not Mom. She wouldn't have even told me about Jip Dinelli if I hadn't caught her crying.
Jip Dinelli? The racketeer? What's he got to do with your mother in the candy store?
I'll tell you, Mr. Kent. About a month ago, a man came into the store and told my mother that unless she paid $20 a week protection money to Jip Dinelli, the store might be wrecked.
What? And has she paid him?
Yes, sir. $100 so far. And he's coming tonight for another 20.
Jimmy, are you sure Dinelli is behind this?
Absolutely. Ours isn't the only store he's taking money from. All the stores on Spruce Street pay.
Uh-huh.
The guy who comes around is Jip Dinelli's collector.
Did you say he'll be there tonight?
Yes. That's why I wanted to talk to you. Mom can't pay anyone. And why should she? This is a free country, Mr. Kent, and no crook's got a right to...
No. Take it easy, Jimmy. We'll fix Mr. Dinelli. I'll go down to the store with you and meet his collector.
Gee, Mr. Kent, would you?
Sure, but remember, Jimmy, not a word about this to anyone. Rats like Dinelli must be handled privately. Now get your hat and coat. No time to waste.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Kent. I'll see you at the elevator.
10 minutes later, Jimmy and Kent approached the candy store on Spruce Street.
This is the store, Mr. Kent. Mom's behind the counter.
Now, wait a minute, Jimmy. You say all the stores on this street pay protection money to Dinelli?
That's right. Schultz, the butcher, didn't pay last week.
Oh?
So he got a brick thrown through his window. See it right across the street?
Yes, there's not much window left. And what did the police do about it?
They couldn't do anything. They said no evidence. My mother can tell you more about that. Come on, let's go in.
All right.
Oh, what made you so late, Jimmy?
Oh, I hung around the office for a while. Mom, this is Mr. Kent. He's the best reporter on the Daily Planet.
Oh, I'm afraid Jimmy's given to exaggeration, Mrs. Olsen.
Well, he's told me a lot about you, Mr. Kent. He thinks you're wonderful.
Oh, yeah. It's nice to know that somebody does.
Mom, I told Mr. Kent about Jip Dinelli and the racket he's pulling.
Jimmy, you shouldn't have. You promised you wouldn't mention it to a
No,
soul.
it's quite all right, Mrs. Olsen. I want to help you.
Oh, you can't help me. Nobody can. There's only one thing left for me to do. Give up the store.
Oh, I won't let you do that, Mom. I'll go to Jip Dinelli myself. I'll tell him.
Just a minute, Jimmy. You won't have to give up the store, Mrs. Olsen. I've been up against men like Dinelli before, and I think I know how to handle them. I understand his collector is coming tonight. Well, what time does he usually arrive?
Well, he should be here any minute now.
Oh?
But, Mr. Kent, now please don't start any trouble. They said that...
I know what they said, Mrs. Olsen. But don't you worry. Jimmy and I will hide behind the counter. When the collector comes in, refuse to pay him.
Oh, no, I can't do that. They'll do something to Jimmy if I don't pay.
Now, they won't do a thing, I promise you. Just you refuse to give him the $20. I'll take care of the rest. All right, Jimmy, duck down.
What are you going to do, Mr. Kent?
Tell Mr. Dinelli's collector where he gets off.
But supposing he pulls a gun?
Well, guns don't frighten me. Well, he won't pull a gun, Jimmy.
Here he comes now, Mr. Kent.
Steady, Mrs. Olsen. Don't be afraid.
Okay, lady. I'll take the protection payment, $20.
Well, I'm not going to give it to you anymore.
Oh, no? Take a look across the street, lady. See what happened to Schultz's window because he didn't have protection? You want that to happen to your window?
Well, I can't pay you anymore. I haven't the money.
Don't give me that stuff. Pony up and make it fast. This is my last stop, and I ain't got no time to waste.
Well, you'd better find some time because I want to talk to you.
Where'd you come from?
Behind the counter? I heard everything you said, and so did Mrs. Olsen's son. Now, unless you and your crooked boss, Dinelli, want to spend some time behind bars for extortion and blackmail, you'll return every penny you took from this woman and never bother her again.
Oh, yeah? Who are you?
My name is Kent. Clark Kent. I'm a reporter for the Daily Planet.
A star reporter, too.
Shut up, you. So you're a reporter. You write pieces for the paper, huh? Well, write this one. Oh! Hey. Walk over that 20, lady.
Yes. Here it is.
So long, wise guy.
Mr. Kent. Mr. Kent. Are you all right?
I'm all right, Jimmy. Just a little surprised.
Gee, I thought he knocked you out.
No, not quite.
Oh, you see, Mr. Kent, I told you not to try to do anything. It's impossible. They're just not human.
I haven't given up, Mrs. Olsen. One punch doesn't frighten me off. I'll get every cent of your money back and teach Dinelli a lesson he won't forget.
All you're doing is risking your life.
Don't you worry about that. I'll see you tomorrow, Jimmy. Good night, Mrs. Olsen.
Too bad I had to take that punch in the jaw. I was itching to tear that rat apart right in the store, but it wasn't the time or the place for Superman to do his stuff. I'll just take a run over to Dinelli's place and have a little talk with him.
Here it is, Chip. 600 smackers. Like taking candy from babies. Even Schultz the butcher paid up without a squawk.
No trouble at all?
Oh, yeah, little, but I clipped the guy and that finished it.
What guy?
Some mug that was hiding behind a counter in Olsen's candy store. Said he was a newspaper reporter, but then they make Kent.
A reporter?
Yeah.
What paper, Spike?
I forget. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, the Daily Planet.
You shouldn't have clipped him. Think I want the newspapers on my neck?
Well, what do you want me to do? Stand there and take his guff? He was shooting his mouth off about blackmail and extortion.
All right, forget it. Tell Tony to get me a pack of cigarettes.
Okay.
Maine, 4826.
Hello?
Louis?
Yeah, what's up, boss?
Tomorrow, a newspaper called the Daily Planet may publish a story about how the stores on Spruce Street are paying me protection money.
Yeah?
I want all those papers bought up the minute they hit the stands. Every one of them. You got it?
Okay, boss.
Chip, he's here.
Who's here?
That reporter, Kent. Tony let him in. He's waiting in the soundproof room. Let me finish him, Chip. Let me get him out of the way.
Don't be a fool. Want to get us in a jam? I'll talk to him.
Well, you better be careful.
Don't worry, I'm always careful. Now, you stay here. Hey, what is this, a gag? Nobody here?
Oh, yes, there is, Dinelli. I just thought I'd wait for you in the closet.
Hey, somebody trying to kid me? Spike said a reporter was waiting, not a guy in a circus outfit.
Clark Kent couldn't wait, so he asked me to keep the appointment. You'll get used to these blue tights and red cape if you keep on robbing poor shopkeepers, Dinelli.
Why, you... Get out. Get out before
I'll get out the moment you hand over the $120 you took from Mrs. Olsen. And as soon as I teach you how to behave like a decent human being.
Get out or I'll plug you.
That gun won't do you a bit of good, Dinelli. Fortunately, I see this room is soundproofed.
Get back or I'll shoot.
Go ahead.
Nothing happened.
Right you are. And now it's my turn. There goes your gun.
Hey, what do you think
And
you're
here
doing
you go.
Help, let me go.
Not until you learn an important lesson. Let's see how you bounce off the wall. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Killing me.
Not quite, Dinelli. Another bounce.
Stop. Stop, I'll do anything.
All right. Let me have $120.
Sure. Here it is.
Good. Now, this was only a sample, Dinelli. The next time you try your extortion racket, you won't walk for a month. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Well, then I'll leave. Through the window. Remember, Dinelli. Remember.
Spike. Spike. I'm coming. Hey, what happened? You're all messed up.
Never mind what happened. Listen to me. You told that Olsen woman if she squealed, we'd take care of her, didn't you?
Yeah, sure.
What time did she close her store up?
10 o'clock.
And who's with her?
Just her and her kid.
Okay. You and Tony take the big car and get down there. When she comes out of the store, teach her a lesson.
But how, Chip?
It's about time you knew how. Show her and her kid it don't pay to squeal. On, get going.
Has Superman started something that even he will be unable to stop? Something that may result in injury to Mrs. Olsen or Jimmy? Even now, Jip Dinelli's two henchmen are speeding to Spruce Street in a high-powered car, where they plan to wait in the darkness, ready to strike. And where is Superman? Don't miss the next thrill-packed episode. Tune in and follow the exciting story of Superman.
Up in the sky. Look! It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman!
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine.
All right, welcome back. Whoa! Superman bounces the guy off the wall. Let's see how you bounce. Oh, let's go ahead and do that again. Hilarious. Of course, creating some jeopardy. You know, this is I'm just kind of like, Dinelli, you just got bounced off a wall twice. You just saw the guy fly away, and you're just going to continue to mess with him. Okay. I think there may be some peril in here for Mrs. Olsen, but I think Dinelli's going to really come out on the short end of this. Of course, you noticed we met a character today we had not seen before in this whole series, and that was Mr. Jimmy Olsen. And in this case, he's, really a young man. A lot of the, it sounds more like, a young teenager or, boy. And I think some labor laws have changed in newspaper practices. So we have seen Jimmy Olsen progressively get older. Well, not progressively, because even in the 1950s TV series, Jack Larson was not a real kid. Was, I think in his 20s already by the time that Superman started. But this Jimmy Olsen, very young. This is our first time seeing him. He's, of course, going to be in the series throughout. This is, just an absolutely, as of course, Superman's tactics here are not exactly what we would expect of Superman typically. It was very much, very rough and tumble. And, again, this is Superman the way originally written for the radio, which is a lot more rougher than, I think, Superman when we met him in the 1950s TV series. Though I don't think Superman in this series is as rough as he can get in the cartoons. But I'm wondering which modern day incarnation of Superman would meet the villain and start bouncing him off of walls. I'm not certain I can think of one. Andrew says it's fun, though. Yeah, it's fun to see the different ways this was. Yeah, Andrew says it's more Batman. Oh, yeah, Batman would do this in a heartbeat. But as they say, follow the story. We'll be back on Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Please join us live, or 3:30 p.m. Eastern, excuse me. Join us for part 2 of Dinelli's protection racket, and we'll see if Superman bounces him off the wall again. And please check out the magazine, Laser Sword, lasersword.adamsweb.us. I do thank everybody so much for listening. For now, though, this is Adam Graham signing off.